We're here to talk about housebreaking your puppy, and we have a whole housebreaking kit with a crate as part of a package for you here. So the deal with the crate is it becomes your puppy's safe spot. Dogs in the wild are den animals. They don't want to pee in their den. They don't want to eat in their den, really. This is just a safe, happy space to sleep. So this is your safe homeroom area for the puppy when you are unable to watch it. So when you're asleep, when you're at work, or when you're at home but just too busy to pay attention to your puppy, this is the safe spot to put it. And so we have a number of accessories to help you facilitate this housebreaking process. But the big thing is establishing a routine for your puppy. Dogs are scent-oriented animals. So you want to pick an area outside that you are going to designate as your potty zone. And every time it's time to go out for potty, we're going to lead the puppy to that spot. So before you even take your puppy outside, use this housebreaking aid and tag like a 2-foot area on the ground where you want the puppy to go potty. And what will happen is if you lead the puppy to this specific spot every single time, after about a week, that's where it will just instinctively want to go potty. Dogs will smell this scent and want to pee on it. The puppy will be adding its own scent and want to pee there. So this is trying to help incentivize the puppy that this is your spot to go potty. So step one would be marking the spot outside. Then, when we get our puppy, we want to lead it to the spot. So in certain circumstances, you may be happy that the dog just goes out potty any old place. But your housebreaking process will go more quickly if you can lead it to that specific spot every time. So we recommend that you get your puppy in a harness and a leash and lead it to the spot every single time it's time to go potty. We also want to provide rewards when the puppy goes potty where it's supposed to. So tomorrow morning when you've got a puppy in your home, you will have tagged your scented spot outside with the housebreaking aid. Then, before you get your puppy out, you're going to grab a lickety stick. So the deal with a lickety stick is it's like a roller ball for deodorant, but it's got good tasting stuff inside. It gives the puppy an instant reward. You don't have to worry about crumbs in your pocket or dropping little treats on the ground. This item will allow the puppy to have a couple licks to know it did a good job, and then you can go back inside. So it's very quick and easy. So we get our puppy out of the crate, put it into its harness and leash, and then we go to the door to outside. We have an add-on option. You can give the dog a way to tell you that it's got to go potty outside. You can attach this to the door leading to outside, and every single time you take the puppy out, you will take its little paw and have it hit the bell. And then you say, okay, outside for potty, every single time. If you get everyone in your household to teach the dog to hit the bell every single time it's time for potty, within 10 days, the puppy will know that that's what this is for. So your process will be mark your spot outside, grab your treat, get your puppy in its harness and leash. Okay, it's time to go outside. And then you will lead the puppy to where you want it to go potty. With your lickety stick, you're going to be ready. You're going to tell the puppy to go potty, and you're not going to try to engage with the puppy. Sometimes dogs want to go outside and they're climbing up on your leg and they're very excited. We're trying to teach the dog that this is potty time, not playtime. So when the puppy does go potty, we're going to then get that lickety stick out. Oh, good boy, good potty. And we're going to lead the puppy back inside. So that's how you should do potty every single time. Key times for potty are going to be right when you get the puppy out of its crate in the morning. After any meal, puppies will typically go potty 5 to 10 minutes later. So you want to get the puppy outside for that time. And then if the puppy's been out in your home playing around for probably more than a half hour, give the puppy the opportunity to go potty again. Something to be aware of. Just because you're home does not mean you have to have the puppy out the entire time you happen to be home. Every single time the puppy is out and about and is doing behaviors, you have the ability to either reinforce those behaviors with praise or redirect those behaviors with a redirection to something that you want the puppy to do instead. But if you are busy doing something else, your puppy's out and about, and you're not supervising, that puppy might be learning bad habits. So instead of the puppy learning bad habits, it's better to create structured time in the crate, even when you're home, so the puppy gets used to being in the crate. Puppies sleep a lot, so you want to provide break time. We say for every half hour of active play, a couple hours of rest. So build that into your schedule and you'll have fewer mistakes. And then the times the puppy is out, you're going to be more engaged with teaching that puppy the right behaviors. The rest of your kit then is to round out your housebreaking process. If your puppy makes mistakes on the floor, first off, don't be mad at the puppy and don't yell at the puppy, because if you yell at your puppy when it goes potty inside, it is going to be scared to go potty in front of you, and that's when the puppy might go behind a couch or someplace where you can't see to go potty, and that's not where you want mistakes. Dogs, as we said, are scent-based animals. So if the puppy makes a mistake, it's very important that you clean it with the right cleaner so that it is not attracted back to those spots. So we have an enzyme-based stain and odor eliminator. This stain and odor eliminator has an enzyme that will break down the pheromone in dog pee that will attract it back to pee there again. Because there's a chemical signal in that dog's waste that says, hey, come pee and poo over here again. We don't want that to happen. You don't want that to happen. So using this item every time there's a mistake is the best way to prevent future mistakes. If you have carpet, recognize that that liquid pee went through the carpet, through your pad, and into the subfloor. So if it's this big on your floor where you can see it, it's probably this big underneath the pad. So you have to use a decent amount of this product, let it sit 10 minutes, and then you blot it up to pull it out of the carpet. And that's the way you use this. If you have hard floor, wipe up the liquid pee, put some of this down. It can probably sit 5 minutes because there's less area for the pee to have gotten on a solid floor. But even hardwood floor, linoleum, vinyl, that still has pores where the scent signature can get into. So this product should be used for those purposes anytime the puppy makes a mistake, and it removes the scent signature so the puppy is not attracted back to those spots. When you put your puppy in your crate, especially the first week, there is a fairly good chance that the puppy will whine. And this is the part of training where you have to be strong, because it's tough if the puppy's whining to resist going to see if the puppy's okay. The puppy's okay. The puppy is feeling separated from his pack members and feels afraid, and that's why they whine. But if you go and get that puppy out of the crate when it whines, you're teaching the puppy to whine long enough and you're going to come get it. That's not what you want your puppy to understand when you're crate training. So to help you with that process, we have some tools. This is a cozy companion. This is a plush animal with a heartbeat and a heat pad. This is like a little friend for your puppy. In our environment here, almost every puppy has a roommate and they sleep right on top of each other. So this is going to help simulate that closeness and that warmth of another puppy. Putting one of these in the crate with the puppy when it goes to bed at night greatly reduces the duration of how long they might whine, because at least they have something to snuggle up to. So this is very helpful. We also provide you with a distraction treat. These are bison bites. It's literally just 2 ingredients. It's freeze-dried bison meat and bison gravy. Tastes nice. It's not a real big thing. It's gonna last maybe 30 seconds. You will give this to your puppy as a reward when they go to their crate. And it's enough time for you to put the puppy in the crate, close the crate, give them that treat, and walk away. That will allow the puppy a good thing that they like, it tastes good, and by the time they're done with it, you're gone. You're in bed, or you're out of the house at work, or you're out of that room, and the puppy got a reward. So it creates a positive association with the crate, which is absolutely what you want. You never want to use the crate as a timeout. You never want to yell at them and then put them in here, because that creates that negative association. This is the happy, safe place, and that's how you have to think about it. Now, if especially during the day, your puppy needs access to water, so we give you a water bottle. The water bottle includes a spring. So the water bottle Goes right on the outside of the crate. So you will fill the water bottle with room temperature water. Don't put cold water in here because it's a plastic bottle, it might leak. Then you'll squeeze your bottle, invert it, give it a few taps, make sure it's got a vacuum seal, and then you can hang it. And you'll just make any of the horizontal bars the base for this part to rest on, and then you just use the spring and attach it to the next level of horizontal bars. Give them access to water during the day when they're in the crate. For little dogs, you'll probably leave the water overnight. For bigger dogs, don't leave the water overnight because if they drink all night, they'll pee all night. So that'll be helpful. If your puppy makes a mistake in this crate, you may feel that you need to clean it up, which you don't want your puppy to smell like pee or poo, but if you bathe your puppy all the time, you're gonna dry out the coat. So we give you some bath wipes. This is a safe, easy way to clean your puppy up if it does have some mistakes, and that way it doesn't have poo or pee on it, but you're not gonna dry out the coat. Certainly if the puppy gets a lot of waste on it, you're gonna have to give them a bath, but for little mistakes, this is a far easier thing to use. Finally, when you are out walking your puppy, particularly if you're out walking your dog on public sidewalks or on an apartment complex, they definitely want you to pick up your waste. And it's just good practice to pick up the poop once the dog makes the poop. So we give you the little poo bag and a poo bag dispenser. These are easy, and you can grab that poop, invert the bag, and it's garbage, and you didn't leave poop all over the yard or anything like that. So that's a very simple thing. So this is the Puppy Housebreaking Kit. All of this stuff together is available at a discounted price, and that's the core stuff to help you through this housebreaking process. So either way, you'd want to use a crate. That's the safest way to housebreak your dog. If you have any questions, please talk to one of our pet counselors.